Also, I do want to ask you this. You said in a podcast with admin results that you would like to box me. I gladly accept that. When would you like to box?
Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah. If you want, if you
No.
want to do it
When would you like to box? When would you like to do it?
Today, we are bringing on Johnny Q and Vintage Warfare. Austin's still muted, trying to figure out how to talk online. He'll get it someday.
Technology is hard.
But today, we're going to have these two guys chat it out for the most part. Now, I'm not as familiar with Johnny Q's content as I am with Vintage. Vintage, I've known for a little while. We've chatted a little bit in the past. But yeah, they've been going back and forth. Vintage has been doing some memeing, and there's some talk of whatnot. And so I thought it'd be a good time to have them both on in a more neutral position and talk it out, so to speak. Things might get a little bit crazy, but they're essentially just going to go mono, and I'll be here as kind of a moderator. Now, before we get into that, while you're here, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, as that is all free and does help us out quite a bit. And why don't we start out with some introductions? Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, Johnny?
What's up, guys? Johnny Q here. If you don't know who I am, I'm on YouTube. I make content, and that's what I do. So, welcome.
And what's your background a little bit?
Just like in life, or how I got here?
Yeah. YouTube background, because I know that it's probably going to come up, but I believe you were a police officer for a little while as well, so you have like some experience and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, before this, I was doing marketing for a lot of companies and brands, and then I moved into more marketing, and then I went into police work for about a couple of years, and then we moved for just personal reasons, and now I'm doing this. So,
gotcha. Perfect.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Austin, Vintage Warfare, sir. Thank you for coming on tonight. Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody if they don't know you for some reason.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, you can hear me. All right. So this is Austin of the Black Rainbow channel. I'm here to do Mortal Kombat with my sworn YouTube enemy, Mr. Johnny Q. My favorite painter. I hope he likes the hat. Painter appreciator hat right here. If you get the joke, you get the joke. Yeah, so I started my channel out as Vintage Warfare, and I have a love for older firearms, military aesthetic firearms, all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, that's where it's at. And now I'm at just shit posting online because it's fun. And yeah, go ahead and follow Black Rainbow channel, by the way. Shout out to him. And we'll go from there. Yeah, that's my introduction.
Sweet. So to get it kicked off a little bit, why don't you two talk about when all this started, how all this started between the two of you? Because it was, if I remember correctly, it was Vintage memeing on some of your shorts content, Johnny?
Yeah, okay. Can I just say, I have no idea who you were up until like 2 months ago when I got sent your content about me. I have no idea. I have no idea where the beef is. Like, I don't know you as a person. I don't watch your content. But after seeing what you make, I'm like, do you like to shit on people for fun? If that's what you like to do, then that's cool. But I just don't know, why. Like, I probably understand why you would do what you do. But as far as like the beef goes, I think it's one-sided. Also, I do want to ask you this. You said in a podcast with admin results that you would like to box me. I gladly accept that. When would you like to box?
Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah.
No. When would you like to box? When would you like to do it?
Oh,
let's do it.
I see. He's doing the Andrew Tate thing. All right.
Yeah,
I'm more than okay with that.
You called me out. Let's box. Let's do it.
No, I called you gay, is what I said. I think your content is gay. I think that you shill garbage. I think you shill garbage.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. The boxing thing, that's fine. If you want to do that, that's cool. But we're gonna have to set that up.
We can talk about
to come on here the live stream, immediately go to the boxing joke made on a podcast.
So we can talk about the product. We can talk about the products, but I'm asking you this. You called me out on a very public podcast, and you said, hey, or admin asked you if you would like to box Johnny. You said, yeah, let's box. And then you were going to say something, and then you backed out. So I'm asking you, do you want to box?
All right, we're going to do the tough guy thing. All right.
No?
Yeah, no, sure. If you want to do that, that's fine.
No, but
if you want to do that, that's fine. But it's one thing to ask me to box. It's another to not have it planned out before then. But I'm totally accepting. If I didn't ask you shit, but I'm down.
If I had asked you first, this is how it would go. If I asked you first, I'd be like, okay, yeah, let's set a date 2025 and let's box.
Sure. Yeah.
But you were like, yeah, I would like to box Johnny Q. Or admin said you want to box Johnny Q, and you were like, yeah, let's.
We'll get it right. Which one is it? Admin made a joke about boxing you, or I said I wanted to box you. If you want to do that, that's fine.
But I'm pretty sure
this is you challenging me. I'm saying, all right, fine. As long as you plan everything out, all good. I like the strategy here you're doing. But I called you out.
It's so funny, dude.
At it.
Anyway,
what's funny about it?
You don't want to box.
What's funny about it? Watch the podcast. I told how many times I got to say I'm down. How many times I got to say I'm down?
But you called me out first. But you called me
out
first.
Because I called you out on your content being gay.
I don't know you. Okay. So let's go to that. You think my content is gay, right?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me what you think is gay about it.
Because you're basically a fucking what you are is a what is it? Hot tub streamer, but with guns. You whisper sweet nothings into the camera. You play with bubble wrap. You will shill anything. Okay. Yeah,
so let's be specific here, right? You're Austin, right? That's your name. Let's be specific, Austin. Mm-hmm. Why don't you like my content, and why do you think it's gay? Like, be specific, right?
I could go on multiple fronts on this. So I think for one, your content appeals. Are you gonna let me talk, or are you just gonna like try and talk over me here? So your shorts, literal nothing content. Okay, how many Skittles can I fit in this M16 buttstock? Let me do this review on a rifle, and I shoot at a gong 25 yards away. This is excellent gun review content. You legitimately will put real optics on Nerf guns or vice versa. It's slop. You don't actually provide anything to the consumer, which is exactly what you are. You are somebody who will take these sponsorships. You will do this content on these firearms and products they send you, and you provide nothing of merit. Okay, that's just one. If I go through the ASMR content you do, which is very feminine, right? You're sitting there, you're doing this like tap thing. You're a hot tub streamer with guns. That's what I'm saying. That is legitimately what I'm saying to you. You're not only a bad shill, you appeal to Indian people and European teenagers. Gun companies send you product. You're not good at fucking even reviewing the product. And then you're like, what do you mean? I know you see what people make about you online. I know you see it. Like, there's no way you're not aware of who I was 2 months ago. That's laughable.
Austin,
that's laughable.
I kid you not, Austin. I kid you not. I had no idea you were making content about me. Here's what I do. I make content. I post. I go through comments, and then I don't scroll through other people's YouTube pages. Okay. I watch American Outlaw. I watch Garand Thumb, and I watch ASMR videos and watch videos because I love watches.
Can I? That's literally. Let me interject. Here
okay.
So one of the things that has come up a lot and that I've seen is the ASMR content. So like, that's not my thing at all. What is the appeal of, is that like something you enjoy watching or people enjoy watching? I've never gotten that ever with anything. So maybe it's just not my thing, but I don't get it.
Right. And I wouldn't expect people to really understand ASMR. Like, I've been watching ASMR content for the last couple of years, and it helps me go to sleep because I go to sleep very late and I wake up very early. That's just, my body wakes up at 2 a.m. and it's like, it's ready. And I've had a hard time going to sleep. And I'm like, what can I do? So I've legitimately have watched ASMR to try to go to sleep. And so since
it's kind of like a relaxing thing, and then you just make
a ton of people watch it because it relaxes them, it kind of focuses them, and makes them kind of, come down to zero and kind of decompress for the day or for the night. And so for me, I'm like, I enjoy it. So I kind of want to make that content. And I tried making that content years ago, but it wasn't like hitting. And so I started to make tactical ASMR because that's what I'm into guns, I like gear, I like rifles, I like pistols, all the above. So let's make it tactical. And I started posting it. Funny enough, last night I posted on my community tab page, and people were like, yeah, you should post some more. So I'm going to post another ASMR video this Saturday. I know you hate that, Austin, but like, to your point, like, okay, you don't like my content. Cool. Some people may like ASMR, some people may not like it. Cool. Like, I don't really understand. I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter to you. Like, who cares, right?
Right. Well, I just checked your community page, and yes, 2,500 votes with 83% of people saying yes to ASMR content. So that is,
and I've had people come up to me all the time saying, bro, I love your tactical ASMR. I've had, guys at trade shows be like, bro, it helps with my PTSD. Like I watch her tactical ASMR because it helps me, it soothes me, it brings me back down to zero, and it helps with the PTSD. And I'm like, you're kidding me, right? And straight in the eye, they go, no, not at all. And I'm like, well, that's cool. Like it's cool that my content like that can help some people. Now I understand if you're in this world, if you're in the gun world, you're like, that's super gay. Cool. Big whoop, you know, who cares?
Well, I think to Austin's point is he's talking about how it's like just meaningless content. Well, I don't want to say it's like slop. How would you describe it, Austin? Because it is.
So what I'm trying to get at with the ASMR stuff is it's not necessarily that the ASMR in the way that some people do it is good. There are people with real examples that do gun ASMR, as you put it, tactical ASMR. The difference is I've even made military surplus ASMR. What I don't do is whisper into the camera like a woman and crumple bubble wrap, crumpling a flag patch. What does that have to do with tactical stuff? There's a way to do it. And you could say this is my opinion, but the amount of people I've had come to me and say this is cringe, gay content is probably on par, if not more, than the people who come to you and say. And by the way, of course, you're doing some content that some people are going to like, right? There's content that I do about getting young guys into military surplus because the prices are bad, right? But there's content that you do that is going to appeal to some people, but it's not going to appeal to everybody. YouTube, if you look at YouTube, the biggest content creators are people talking about other people's content. It is what it is. You are a public figure. If you are somebody who is offended by me talking about your content being not what some people enjoy, it seems to me that you're offended by it, right? I've had people make videos about me.
Austin, I'm letting you know right now, I'm not offended. You have your opinion, and that's
but he wants to box me. Yeah,
we live in America, and that's the beautiful thing. Like if you don't like my content, you can say I'm gay, you can say my content's gay. That's cool. That's great. Freedom of speech. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I need to box somebody in the ring over it for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
because I'm not offended by it.
I'm not offended. I'm not
offended.
You are offended.
You are offended.
Really, I'm doing
you're
this.
Offended enough to fight me about it.
I'm not offended.
You are though. I can see it.
I'm really not. I'm really not.
Well, then continue. Like continue.
You have your opinion. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So
yeah.
Again, it doesn't appease to everybody. You don't like it. You think it's gay, and it could be done differently. Then cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should try to do it. And
I don't want to do that kind of content. I'm saying there's ways that you could do it. Where look, man, I'm not making it up when I say that there are a lot of people who make fun of the kind of content you do. I know that you go on Instagram. I know you see it. So like I'm not going to bring it up here, but I know you're lying right now. It's just look.
So I don't scroll mindlessly. I get sent those videos by my cop friends or the person that we both know. Like they send me those videos, but I don't like search
Who's
for
the person
Johnny
that
Q.
we both know?
Which one?
Which one? Because to my knowledge, there's several of them. So I'm not even kidding. To my knowledge, there's several of them. So specify. If you're gonna do that, specify.
I get sent videos by certain people. I don't understand where your issue is or where the beef is. I'm agreeing with you.
I think you're confusing beef with criticism. Okay,
right,
I think you're confusing beef with criticism.
But I don't care about it.
Okay, then why do you want to fight about it?
I don't want to fight about it.
Oh, what do you mean? You started the fucking stream off telling me you wanted a box.
Okay, so going back to the beginning of the stream, I think it was the first thing that you went to was the Let's Box. Now, to be fair,
I said that because you had called me out on a podcast saying
I didn't call you out. It was a joke made by admin. That was what happened.
So here's what I think happened in that podcast. You guys had talked. You guys talked backstage offline. You're like, I kind of want to box that guy. I should bring it up. Admin brings it up.
Sorry, wait. What? And then you're talking about backstage?
He says, hey, do you want to? You have some words for Johnny Q. You want to box him? And then it's your chance to like call me out. And then nothing happened.
That wasn't what happened. Rewatch the video. I'll play it if you want. I'll put it on my channel because that's not what happened.
I mean,
I'm down though. You challenged me. I'm down.
I'm
down.
right now if it's that big.
I'm all for it. But you started the stream off with this I'm gonna fight you. But
No,
now
I didn't say I'm gonna fight you.
I'm not offended. You are
I
offended.
asked, do
Don't
you
lie
want
to
to buy?
me. And I know that you were aware of what I was doing beforehand, but we're getting off topic.
Only because your videos were being sent to me, and I watched like 30 seconds, and I stopped watching.
There's a video about you that has like almost 100,000 views. I know you've seen it. I know you have.
Bro, I haven't. I don't you don't come up on my feed. I'm sorry that it just doesn't come up on my feed.
It's not what I'm trying to say is I know there's people who told me that you were aware of it more than 2 months ago. Bullshit.
I don't know
is what I'm saying.
Okay. So with all of this, like, why do you care so much about what I do?
Oh, I just like making fun of you, to be honest.
Okay, so you also call me gay, right?
No, not like butt sex gay. Can I say that?
You can say whatever you want.
Oh, okay, sweet. So not like butt sex gay, but more like rollerblades, in Miami gay. I don't know, like, beach rollerblade guy. That's more of what I'm going with. I know you're not literally gay. So let's get that straight. I'm not trying to slander you personally. What I'm trying to say is what you're doing sometimes is slop. It's not good for the industry. It frankly, and I, by the way, worked at the manufacturing level in the gun space in a marketing team. I know what they think. To see like Springfield send you a rifle, you objectively do not know how to review a rifle. That is also part of my criticism. There's a lot of jokes to be made about the other stuff that you do. My main criticism about you is I think you will promote anything for money and not know how to even deliver to the company, let alone have goodwill towards the subscribers that you do have, which is 2.6 million. You got to lead a lot of people through the desert. If you don't know what you're talking about, or hey, this light versus this light, I don't know. You let me know what you think down below. What even is that?
Okay.
What is it? What is it?
Let's touch on two things here. You mentioned the review side and then the light side, right? So here, let me give you, I don't know why I'm doing this, but let me give you an insight as to what I like to watch, what I like to make. All right. I like gear.
Furry videos.
What's that?
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I like gear. I like guns. I make videos. Here's a gun. Here's how it shoots. Here's some of the specs. If you have some money and you want to buy it, you can also go get this gun. I am not the full-blown detail spec guy. There are guys
so I'm going to give my subscribers enough rope to hang themselves. I get it.
Well, so let's talk about this for just a second, because I also think there's a big delineation between like the more silly, like entertaining style of content. That's definitely not my thing. Obviously, isn't Vintage's thing as well. But the more serious aspect, and actually, if I could bring this up real fast, Reno May, he brought this point up, which is something that I was going to get to. But he says, for $49.99, thank you very much, sir. Guns are serious use items that deserve a certain level of criticism, even though he can't type correctly. Critical analysis doing a review of a defensive use firearm. Low effort shill content of them to promote them is unethical and scummy. He's pushing bad products to people. So we don't have to get into everything in there, but when talking about there's content, when you're doing review content of like, say, defensive firearms or something that even like a light that's going to go on a defensive firearm that carries more weight than like a silly skit video.